Hi everyone, it's Sin and thanks for coming to my channel. I'll be doing a clean and simple card today and I am extremely blessed to be part of the Save the Crafty YouTuber video hop. This is a celebration of card making video tutorials created by a group of talented crafters of all different styles. We are coming together to give our viewers a chance to discover other amazing card makers and help reach monetization goals. All you have to do is watch, like the video, consider subscribing, and click the link in the video description below to hop to the next video. Let yourself be inspired. Don't forget to comment because we have tons of prizes to give away. I am located in the United States, but you can win prizes if you are international. Please look at the sponsors who are sponsoring this YouTube hop and give them some love as well. For my stop of the hop, I will be giving a $25 gift certificate to my shop called Stampin' Munchkins, and the link to my shop will be in the video description below. Don't forget to comment because every comment you have a chance to win the prizes, and there are tons of prizes that are being given away. Please indicate if you are located in the US or international so that prizes can be awarded appropriately when you comment, as some prizes, but not all, have restrictions on them. To win the prizes again, here is what you must do. You must comment on videos for chances to win. The more videos you comment on, the better your chances are. Comments are due April 5th. Prizes will be drawn on April 10. The winners will be found on Justine Hovey's blog, and the link will be below as well. I hope you enjoyed my video and hope you consider subscribing, thumbs upping, and commenting. Thanks so much. Hi again. So here's my simple card. Let's see what supplies you need to make this rainbow simple card. Lawn Fawn dye ink in guava, ballet slippers, apricot, lemonade, jalapeno, peacock, forget-me-not, grape soda, Lawn Fawn glue tube, Teflon bone folder, Brutus Monroe Alabaster embossing powder, Versamark stamp pad, Darice foam adhesive, and my Tim Holtz tonic guillotine, black fun foam, Hero Hues in pitch black, cardstock, Nina 80-pound cardstock, tea ruler, Simon Says stamp, sentiment labels die, Altenew chrysanthemum, GinaK wreath builder in the 4-inch, Score Buddy, and the original size Misty, EK Success powder tool, Altenew mini blossom die cutting machine. I'll be using the Believe in Yourself, and I'm cutting it apart because I want them separated. Since I separated it, I'll be using the word believe, using the rainbow, and I'm using the 4-inch wreath builder stencil, and I cut my Nina 80-pound in 4-inch square. So the first ink that I'm using is is ballet slippers, and I'm doing it twice. This is a brand new stamp, so it takes a little while to get conditioned. So I didn't like the way it was stamping, so I just turned it around and we'll start over. So again, the first one is ballet slippers. And that's why the Misty is great to use. If you don't do it well the first time, you have a second chance. Now I'm going to rotate it into the next notch. And the next color I'm using is Guava. And the next one is Apricot. These are all by Fawn premium dye ink pads. So next one is Apricot. And you will see that they will converge in the middle, but that's fine. Next one is yellow, which is Lemonade. Sorry about Oliver barking again. He's outside and there's other dogs in the yard. Okay, next one is Jalapeno. And this, I try to make it a bright and cheery card because I'm going to be giving it to someone who forgets to believe in herself once in a while. Next one is Peacock. And the color after that is Forget Me Not. I am in between the color change, I am cleaning my stamp off, but you don't have to if you don't want to. So that was Forget Me Not, and the next one is Grape Soda. Rainbows just make me so happy. I hope it makes you happy too. Now I'm going to be doing my sentiment that will go in the middle, and it's in yourself. This is the second part that of the stamp that I cut. I'm using my EK Success powder tool, so I will be embossing it. I'm using the powder so the embossing powder doesn't stick. I ran into some trouble here, but I kept it in so you could see what happened. I'm using the Hero Arts Unicorn White stamp pad, which is a pigment ink pad, but it was so juicy that you could see it kind of ran into itself. So I'm doing it again, and this time I'm going to ink it again, but I'm going to stamp off the first generation onto a piece of paper, and hopefully it's not as juicy, but I couldn't get a good impression on that either. So I very lightly tapped it and got a better impression, not as juicy, but you can see that the R it's not crisp. So I am going to put the embossing powder, the Brutus Monroe Alabaster embossing powder, and I am going to use my Wagner heat tool to heat it, but you can see that the R is kind of ran together. So I'll be doing this all over again using my Versamark, and I'll be doing that right now. My Versamark is not as juicy. I wanted to use the white pigment so that it would be a bright white instead of the Versamark with the white embossing powder, because it's good, but it's just not as bright white as if I used a white pigment ink pad. But you'll see I'm using the powder tool again because I'm going to be doing it underneath, and Versamark, and I'm stamping on the Hero Hues Pitch Black cardstock. So here I'm doing it using the Versamark. It's a nice crisp image. And again, the Brutus Monroe Alabaster embossing powder. Get rid of the excess, and that is a much better, but it's not, you can tell that it's not as white, but it's good enough. It'll do. I hope you can see and learn from my mistakes. I'm using a Swiffer cloth to clean off all the excess powder. I'm using my Simon Says Stamp Sentiment banner to the smallest one, the smallest width, to cut out my In Yourself using my Altenew mini die cutting machine. and I'm sorry that it's not in frame all the time, but I used it for the left and now I'm also using it for the right side. And using the my die cutting machine again, cutting it down to a perfectly simple and small in yourself sentiment. I'll be putting that in the middle. I'll be using my Brutus adhesive foam as it's very thin for my thin sentiment strip. I want a little dimension, so I'll be using just one of that. And I really like using this because it is so thin and easy to use. So I put it on behind, and because this is a 4x4, I'm going to be using my T-square ruler to get it somewhat in the middle. It won't be exact, but it's good enough. So I do it the first time, not quite centered. So took it off, going to do it again. I'm using my Tim Holtz glass media mat as well. So that's good enough. I'm kind of an eyeball type of gal. And I'm using my score buddy to score this. It's 4 1/4 by 8 1/2. So it will be 4 1/4 square. And it'll have a slight border. I'm using my black fun foam from Brutus also, and I'll be using that to pop up my 4x4 square so that will also have dimension off the black note card that I have on the bottom. And I'm using my Lawn Fawn glue tube once again to put it on. I'm putting something heavy on top, just my stamp pads, which are on my desk. And now, again, the glue tube to put it onto the card base. You see the little things, sequins on the bottom, the jewels. I decided not to use it, but it would be pretty if you did. And this is my finished card. I hope you enjoyed this quick and simple card. Again, please consider subscribing, liking, and the next hop will be linked in my video description below. And don't forget to comment so you could win the tons of giveaway that we are having for this Save the Crafty YouTuber hop. Thank you to Justine Hovey and all the other wonderful crafters that have come together to do this hop. Please give each one of us some love and help us grow our channel. I appreciate you very, very much. Thank you so much and hope to see you again. Bye. Here are a couple more videos you might like, and I would appreciate if you take a look and also click on my picture to subscribe. Thank you again and have a great day.